Have you ever wondered how Ukraine has become the sacrificial lamb in the power play between Russia and the West? As we mark the second anniversary of the Russia-Ukraine war, this unsettling question looms large. The ongoing conflict, with its myriad of geopolitical implications, has transformed Ukraine into a pawn in a high-stakes chess game. The battlefield is not just in the trenches of Ukraine, but in the diplomatic corridors and global political arenas. To understand this, we need to look back at the chain of events that led us here. The power struggle ignited in 2014 when Russia annexed Crimea, a move that set the stage for ongoing conflict. This audacious act, a clear violation of Ukraine's sovereignty, was the spark that ignited the tinderbox of political tension, setting off a chain of events that would plunge Ukraine into years of war. Our journey through time takes us first to the escalation of the war in eastern Ukraine. Russia's military might bore down heavily on Ukraine, pushing the nation to the brink. Amidst the chaos and escalating violence, former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson emphasized the importance of providing military aid to Ukraine. His call was echoed by Ukrainian President Zelensky, who sought international support for Ukraine's peace efforts, including a UN-backed peace formula. As the conflict intensified, efforts towards peace appeared to be on the horizon. But these talks, like a mirage in the desert, faded before they could solidify into a tangible reality. The world watched in helpless despair as the hope for peace slipped through our fingers. Next, we turn our attention to the chilling announcement by Russian President Putin. The suspension of Russia's participation in the new START nuclear arms reduction treaty sent shockwaves around the globe, imperiling global security. This move was met with grave concern from the UK, who urged Putin to reconsider, emphasizing the importance of arms control for global security. Fast forward to the present day, 2 years into the war. The conflict rages on, with Ukraine caught in a geopolitical tug-of-war. Concerns over the situation spiraling out of control have been raised, with China recently expressing its worry about the conflict. And now, 2 years into this devastating war, we find Ukraine in an unenviable position, caught between the hammer and the anvil. Russia's masterstroke lies not in military might alone, but in the intricate game of international politics. In the ongoing saga of the Russia-Ukraine war, Russia has managed to turn the tables on its adversaries, using not just battlefield tactics, but also diplomatic maneuvers. Consider Russia's alliances, its partnership with China, for instance. While the West has been quick to criticize this relationship, it has provided Russia with a powerful ally on the international stage. China's recent 12-point paper on Ukraine, while not overtly supporting Russia, has echoed Moscow's criticisms of unilateral sanctions and the so-called Cold War mentality. This has helped to deflect some international pressure away from Russia. Then there's Russia's strategic decision to suspend its participation in the new START nuclear arms reduction treaty. This move, while alarming to global security, has served as a potent bargaining chip in negotiations. It underscores Russia's willingness to play hardball and has compelled the world to take its demands seriously. Russia's masterstroke, therefore, has been in its ability to turn a regional conflict into a global power play, leveraging its alliances and strategic decisions to keep the West on its back foot. Caught in this high-stakes game, Ukraine finds itself as the sacrificial lamb. Despite its courage and tenacity, Ukraine has found itself caught in the crossfire of this geopolitical power struggle. As the war enters its third year, the nation continues to pay a heavy price, a testament to the high cost of international politics. The consequences of the Russia-Ukraine war extend far beyond their borders. This conflict has reverberated across the globe, sending shockwaves through international relations and global security. Nations near and far have been drawn into the fray, their roles and responses as varied as their geographic locations. China, for instance, has been caught in a delicate balancing act, calling for a political settlement whilst maintaining its partnership with Russia. Its diplomatic efforts are aimed at positioning Beijing as a responsible negotiator for peace, even as its neutrality is called into question. On the other side of the globe, the United States and the United Kingdom have been vocal in their support for Ukraine and concern for global security. Their efforts have been focused on maintaining open lines of communication, providing military aid, and urging Russia to reconsider its suspension of the New START nuclear arms reduction treaty. The humanitarian crisis within Ukraine's borders has also become a global concern. As the conflict reaches its second year, the need for international support for Ukraine's peace efforts has never been more crucial. As we stand on the second anniversary of this war, one can't help but ponder, where do we go from here?